Hello everyone, welcome back to my quest to find the fastest drag car in the game BeamNG.drive. No game mods, and the cars must retain all outer body panels. Over the past couple of months, I've taken most of the available drag cars in the game and worked on each one by one until I've extracted as much performance out of them as I was able. At number 7 is a Gavril D-Series pickup truck. Number 6 is a Gavril Burnside, I nicknamed Porky. Number 5 is a Gavril Grand Marshal. Number 4 is a Bruckel Bastion. Number 3 is a Gavril Barstow. Number 2 is a Gavril Bluebug. And the quickest and fastest car on the list is the Bruckel Moonhawk. That is until today. This is the Civetta Scintilla, packing a twin-turbo V10 that makes over 1500 horsepower even before turning on the Nitrous system, and using a manually shifted 6-speed double clutch racing transmission unlike anything else on this list. The first pass, as always, is with the default setup without Nitrous, just to find out how much potential may be there. Right out of the box, the Scintilla runs an 8.040 second elapsed time at 192 miles per hour, just 1/10 of a mile per hour slower than the record set by the Bruckel Moonhawk several weeks ago. The car clearly shows a lot of potential already, but it's also pretty clear where the biggest improvements likely are, and we'll get to that soon. The next order of business is to run it with the default setup yet again, but this time with the 250 kW shot of Nitrous that will activate from second gear on. Making over 1800 horsepower now, the Scintilla runs at 7.702 at a new record 203.77 miles per hour, moving onto the list at number 7, right between the D series and the Burnside. Now that we have a baseline to work with, it's time to go on the Shifts&Giggles diet plan, which includes removal of the right-hand side fuel tank, the center and left and right under trays, the side mirrors, rear fender flares, the active rear spoiler, and all the driving electronics, as well as changing to a performance rear valance. With the same 250 shot of Nitrous as last pass, but weighing in 68 pounds lighter, the Scintilla improves to a 7.610 at 208 miles per hour. As fast as this car is during most of the runs, so far at least, it hasn't really gotten off the starting line all that well. Dropping the clutch at max RPM has been resulting in the car just bogging down until the RPMs build back up. If we can get it to launch more aggressively and keep the RPMs in the power band for the whole pass, I think that would improve the time on the scoreboard a lot. With that in mind, I changed the first gear ratio from 2.99 to 1 to 5 to 1 and make a tiny adjustment to second gear to reduce the gap between them a little bit. I also removed the exhaust pipes, losing 10 more pounds and gaining 16 more horsepower. Running the same 250 shot of Nitrous as before, the changes work great, and the Scintilla screams all the way to a new list record of 7.201 at 209 miles per hour. Just like that, we have a new number 1 on the list. Not that I had any doubts, there was a reason I saved this car for last in the series. I suppose I could be happy with that pass and call it a day. We have now found the fastest unmodded drag car in the game BeamNG after all, but I'm not ready for that yet. This car has so much more potential in it, we've not even begun to turn up the power. Setting my sights on the 6-second barrier, I went about turning this supercar into a race car. I installed proper drag tires all around, changed all the suspension components to full racing parts, and turned the nitrous on max, bringing the total horsepower to 2213. The Civetta Scintilla power wheel stands its way right into the 6-second zone, running a 6.940 at over 219 miles per hour. Wow. The new suspension parts seem to work out well on that run. I think without them it's possible the car would be halfway to Saturn by now. As great as that run was, I know if I can keep the nose closer to the ground the entire quarter mile while using as much power as we can, this thing could go a lot quicker. So, for the final run with the Scintilla, I swapped to the performance front bumper and employ every suspension trick I can think of to keep the nose down. Since the worst of the wheelie begins when the nitrous activates in second gear, I changed that to activate in third instead, and adjust the second gear ratio accordingly to make up for using less bottled horsepower. I then turned up the boost on the twin turbos from 30 psi to the maximum 36, and increased the maximum RPMs from 8100 to 9500. The new combination works beautifully, and the Scintilla powers to a badass 6.541 at more than 230 miles per hour, leaving no doubt it is the quickest and fastest unmodded drag car in the game of BeamNG, and it's not even close. There you have it. If you enjoyed this, hit that thumbs up. If this is the sort of stuff you're into, hit that subscribe button and bell and all that stuff for more. If you've tried this yourself, let me know in the comments how it went for you. Thanks for watching. See you next time.